Shalom, hello everybody, and welcome to my popcast where I'll be giving a quick pop-up shir. Today I am sending you this amazing pop Torah from a beautiful, beautiful garden. It's called Gan Ahava Ve'Shalom, located in Abu Tur, Yerushalayim, literally overlooking Har HaMoriah, Har HaZeitim, and Har Zion. And so I'm sitting here on this beautiful bench in this gan, and it literally has Sadeh in front of me. And all month we're discussing and saying how המלך בשדה, המלך בשדה. So I wanted to discuss מה זה המלך בשדה and what is the benefits of it. So there's two things. We're going to discuss מה זה, the significance of the sadeh. But before that, we're going to discuss the application of המלך בשדה, what that means. So it's basically, I'm going to give a metaphor as if you have to be charging your phone every single day or every time you use it and the battery's running out, and there's the regular charger and then there's the high-speed charger, but we still have to have a couple minutes to half an hour where the phone has to settle down, it has to charge in order for us to receive information and to have access to it again. And so too it is with the Melech Basadeh. Usually to access Hashem, in which he has many forms and shapes and ways, we have to go through a process. We have to pray, we go to the shul, we hear Torah. There's different ways to access Hashem. Shabbos, doing chesed. We have to kind of work a little towards something in order to receive something. It's known that on Purim there's a certain type of simcha in the year that we can access to for the entire year. On Shavuot there's certain knowledge that's in those few hours of Shavuot that we can access for the rest of the year. When a melech is the basadeh, it's almost like I just have to go down, and it doesn't mean I have to literally go down to a field, but it is advised. Rabbi Nachman discusses how one should go out to the field to meditate and do cheshbon nefesh, the sadeh. So it's almost like you could just go to the sadeh and you don't need your boarding pass, you don't need your charger. You just go and you have full access to the melech. And that's Hashem. He came down to us this month in order for us to finalize this year and go into the next year with clarity and dat and preparing. It's almost like Misha Torach Shabbos enjoys Shabbos. So it's in order for me to get into the new year, we usually have the New Year resolutions. That's what the month of Elul is for, to kind of make order my last year, how it went, how my new coming year. So really, basically what we're doing now, it's going to be affecting the entire year. So that's the awesome part. There's so much more Torah about what it means, HaMelech Basadeh. I wanted to discuss another thing, which is HaMelech Basadeh. What is a sadeh? Sadeh is a field. We always hear stories about the sadeh, that certain things happen in the Tanakh in the sadeh. It's a code. So I looked up the first time sadeh is mentioned in the Tanakh, and it's in Bereshit. And it's after, I'm going to read it. Here I go. Sidot. Just the sun is in my face. אלה תולדות השמיים, it's in Bereshit Perek ב', פסוק ד', אלה תולדות השמיים והארץ, כי ברם ביום עשות השם אלוקיך, ארץ ושמיים. Like Hashem created the sun, the land, and the sky. וכל שיח שדה, and all the שיח the שדה, the weeds, but it's also שיח, it could also mean a conversation. Siach is usually the things that grow. I just lost the word. טרם יהיה באש יכול עשב, השדה טרם יצמאון, כי לא המטרה השם לקוחם על הארץ, ואדם אין לעבוד את אדמה. So Hashem is basically saying that the sadeh already is going to have all these vegetables and fruits and sichim, plants, and that the man doesn't have to do work. Hashem didn't create the earth, Adamah, in the Sadeh for the men to do work. But we know what happened. We know that Adam Arishon and Chava decided to have a little bit of a jam party. and they got kicked out, thrown out. So if we back it up, we always talk about Eretz Yisrael, we always talk about all these Adamat Yisrael, the Adama, the land, farming, honoring it, planting. There's so many laws. So I wanted to give a short thing about the difference between Eretz. The first time Eretz is mentioned is Bereshit bara Elokim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. That's in Bereshit, Pasuk Aleph. So that's the first time we hear Eretz. And then Hashem mentions Gan Eden. And it's when it says V'ita Hashem Elokim Gan Be'eden. He planted a gan. A gan is a garden, like such as here. And in Eden. So Eden is a location. And Mikedem. So he's not just saying which Eden, it's Eden Mikedem. So there's different kinds of Edens. And Ve'akam sham et ha'adam she'yatza, and that's where he placed the men that he created, Hashem. So it's interesting because we have a land and we have the earth, and then the earth happened and we got cursed, and then we have the whole story with Cain and Evan. And ever since then, we're just trying to correct these two first scenes in the Tanakh. So we're here holding at Holy Flakes, Season 1, Episode 1, and sneaky peeky to Episode 2, where the two brothers one kills the other, and it's the first murder. So the reason I'm mentioning this is because we have a beautiful prayer, and it's called Perek Shira. And in Perek Shira, it's divided up into sections, where one section is a pasuk for every single fruit, vegetable, animal, a cow, a frog, the stars, the moon. Every single creation has a pasuk. And the reason it's amazing to say it is because we have a mouth, and we have the power with our mouths to enhance their purpose and activity in the world. And so I looked up in Perek Shira, the pasuk for Eretz, and it's LeDavid Mizmor LeHashem, Be'eretz Milua Tevel V'yishev Ba. It's from Tehillim. It's very interesting because if we actually learn it, we could see so much of the codes, and Hashem almost left us like it's like a puzzle, and we have to do like the scavenger hunt, going back and forth and understanding what he's saying here, because what does it mean? Eretz Miluat Tevel. What's Tevel? Tevel has so many different meanings, which we'll get into later. I actually looked into it, and it's very, very, very interesting. I'm just not going to get into it right now. גן עדן אומר, אורי אורי ובואי תימן, הפוך גני וזולי בסמים ובואי דודי לגני. This is from Shir HaShirim. It's describing Gan Eden, like it's Gan Eden basically singing to Hashem. Now Gan Eden can't sing, and Eretz can't sing, and the Tzfardea cannot sing. So when we say it, it's like we're saying it for them, and we're basically collaborating and embodying the magic and the power of our mouths, blessing Hashem, as if the birds and the bees and the ants and all the creations of Hashem are saying, and it's actually very, very special. And the last one is Sadot Omrim, Bechokma Yisod Eretz, Kenan Shamayim Betnuva. Basically, it's saying how wise the land is. The reason I wanted to say these psukim is because I almost wanted to, I wanted to activate this Torah, and not just the Torah, the land, the Sadeh, Gan Eden, Kedem, the Eretz. By saying these psukim, and by you hearing them, we're giving it like Wi-Fi signals. And it's because we have good intentions and we're blessing the land. So somehow, by us saying Perek Shira and aligning it and having the right attention, somehow miraculously, the birds and the bees and the flies, and we specifically said Eretz Gan Eden V'Sadot, we blessed it. It's just going to get more pele. You know, they say tzedek tirdof, I'm like on to pele pele tirdof, wonder, wonder. Hashem is aluf haolam, which is otiyot pele. And we need more than a miracle. We need like a huge pele, pele shebepele, because we're so powerless over everything that's going on. And the only thing that we have left is a bchira, the choice to use our mouth properly and breathe. Breathe and use our mouth properly. And so we've prayed so much and we've learned and we've done so much. So I think we're down to like just kind of like taking it easier and singing and dancing and learning Torah, beroga, and going to work and doing whatever it is one needs to do. That's their responsibility in this world. And we learned from the kings. There were 3 kings in the first Bet HaMikdash. When it came time to war, they tried all the ways. One went out to dance, one went out to sing, and one stayed at home and learned Torah and said, Hashem, we believe in you. And they saw victory. I'm not saying that everyone should just chill at home and get drunk and smoke and have a party. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that the way we can activate our redemption, the Geulah, has to be from a different awareness, from a different vibration. And if we're gonna be always, I don't want to say miserable because we're very heartbroken. We all lost somebody. So it's a sensitive matter, but we have to try to stay above it. We have to. We have no choice, else they're going to win. And the enemy attacks when we're weak. And we're weak when we're sad. Yaakov Avinu lost his prophecy when he was sad. Rabbi Nachman says we have to be b'simcha, we have to be b'simcha, we have to be b'simcha. So we have to force ourselves. I also force myself. Sometimes it's very hard for me with many things that are going on, not to be affected with all the news. So that's why I come out here to the garden and I make the effort that while I give a popcast cheer, it's going to at least be in the most wonderful place in the world. And this way you guys can, I hope you guys can see it. Not sure with the sun and the glare. But either way, it's in our hearts. Yerushalayim belibenu. And I'm sending from here to all of you guys the beautiful light and energy and air to come through the phone somehow, miraculously, like a wonder, because Hashem said he could do anything, so why not? Anyway, we have to use our imagination, and this is my imagination. So, wishing us all well, and המלך בשדה, and let's continue cheering each other up, and having derech eretz, and being kind, and being very careful how we use our mouths. And God willing to be continued, hopefully tomorrow. We'll continue another session of המלך בשדה. Any day we're going to be going down to David HaMelech, to Har Zion, with Shlomo HaMelech. ממש שמה, יש ממש שדה. It's a real dream, it's a field of dreams. So as we say, חלום טוב, חלום שלום.